Financial planning is about more than preserving wealth. It's about creating stability, protecting what matters most, and making life feel a little more secure. This is one reason that freezing your credit report likely deserves a place in your overall financial picture. A credit report freeze helps restrict access to your credit file, making it more difficult for someone to open new accounts or loans in your name without your permission. While it's a simple step, it can offer meaningful protection in a time when identity theft and data breaches have become increasingly common. All 3 nationwide credit bureaus allow you to place a credit freeze online, and gratefully, the process is a lot easier than it was even 5 years ago. An issue with your credit report is an absolute headache. Take it from someone who's dealt with this in recent weeks. And the reality is that for families with substantial assets and more complex financial lives, these issues can be even more disruptive. Fraud can create unnecessary stress, consume valuable time, and complicate important moments such as purchasing property, applying for financing, or managing family responsibilities across generations. This can be particularly important for families who are thinking not only about themselves, but also about children, aging parents, other loved ones whose financial well-being may be closely tied to their own. So let's talk about how a freeze protects you. The reality is, unfortunately, that due to recent data breaches, most of our information is out there for criminals to access. When one of those criminals gathers enough of your information to attempt to open, say, a credit card in your name, if your credit report is frozen and the lender draws the application, that's going to halt it right there. They won't be able to get any further. The fact that a lender is going to draw your credit report when a loan is put in your name, and as I said, it's going to halt it, that prevents an opening for a criminal to do just that, to steal your identity. And so it's really important to be thoughtful about if you leave your credit reports open, if you close them, and why they are opened or closed, frankly. In most cases, the easiest way to protect your credit is to go directly to each of the bureau's websites, create or sign into your account, and place a security freeze online. You must do this separately with each bureau if you want full 3-bureau protection, which is what we recommend generally. The reason for that is if you leave one of them open, you're leaving yourself with an opening to be scammed, essentially, because each lender that you might go and talk to is going to have a preferred credit bureau that they pull from. For instance, if you go to get a car loan, you can ask that specific dealership or someone in the financing department during that process who they're going to pull your credit report from, and they will tell you it's either TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian. And so if a criminal goes to try to take out a loan in your name and you've left one of those unfrozen, and it happens to be the one that lender is going to pull from, then you're exposed. So that's why it's important to close it at all 3 of them. Once your reports are frozen, you can log in to manage, lift, or schedule a thaw, which is a temporary unfreeze, through your account with each bureau. I personally find Experian to be the most difficult to navigate. It's also important to note on that point that a credit freeze is different from a credit lock. A freeze is a legal right that you have, we all have it, nationally through each of the credit bureaus, where a lock is typically a product that one of those bureaus is pushing, and Experian seems to try to push them. But the safest and the thing that's free is to freeze your report. So let's talk about the 3 specific credit bureaus. For Equifax, you're going to want to sign in or create an Equifax account at Equifax.com and use their security freeze page to place, lift, or remove a freeze on your credit report. On the home page, it's really easy to see if your report is frozen or unfrozen and to proceed with the preferred action. At TransUnion, same thing, TransUnion.com. Once you log in, they also make it easy to navigate to the freeze page from the home page. However, I personally find that their website can have some responsiveness issues, so just be aware of that. Experian, as I noted earlier, is the most frustrating to navigate, and that's because they're really, dare I say, forceful with their credit lock that they're trying to push, which is a paid product. So you have to poke around a little bit, and honestly, I would suggest Googling Experian credit freeze once you have your account set up, and it will take you directly to the page that you're looking for. So once your accounts are frozen with each of the bureaus, before you apply for a mortgage, a new credit card, any of those things, is you want to determine which bureau is relevant, who that lender is going to pull from, and then you simply go onto the website for the appropriate bureau and put a thaw on your account. When you talk through all of this, it does sound like there's numerous steps involved, and there are, but it is one of the best ways to protect yourself from identity theft and to insulate yourself from those types of things. At PYA Waltman Capital, we believe financial planning is deeply personal. It begins with understanding what matters most to you and helping align your resources with the life you want to build. That includes pursuing long-term opportunity while also taking practical steps to help protect your peace of mind, like making sure that your identity is protected and the identities of your family are as well. So I would take it even so far as to recommend that you lock credit reports for minor children as well, because if their information is out there, unfortunately, it's available for a criminal to try to do something criminal with it.